Good evening once again. How nice to be able to welcome you to a new series, yet another new series of Call My Bluff, which features, as ever, the Mr. Chips of the panel game, Frank Muir.
My first guest is a great favourite with us on the programme and with the viewers, and she's back again, this time with a different haircut, because she's now the Avengers girl, but underneath it all, it's still Joanna Lumley. My next guest isn't a favourite yet, but it's his second time on the programme. Man of the arts and of the chat, Russell Harty.
And the original racing pigeon, Patrick Campbell.
Good evening. And my first guest, well, she's simply everything. She's beautiful. She's an actress. She writes books for children. She's a mother. She's even married. Nanette Newman. And the other one is even more so, because he's not only an actor and a writer, but he's a producer and a director. And he's a father. He's married to Nanette Newman. This is Brian Forbes.
The old magic's still there. We ring the bell and we get the word Ulacan, and as you know, it'll be pronounced umpteen different ways, but it'll be defined 3 different ways. 2 of the definitions are false ones. One is true, and that's the one that Patrick's team is going to try and find out. So tell us about Ulacan, Frank.
Have you ever wondered how peasants got about in Kamchatka? Kamchatka's that bit in Russia which hangs over the north bit of Japan. Well, how do they move around? Well, what they did was they put sort of wooden things up and covered them with hides stitched together, and they put those on a platform with a wheel either side, and in front of that they put a horse, and they dragged along this wagon. Tremendously enterprising, and they called this wagon an Ulacan. No?
Next. A horse in Outer Mongolia.
Nice sober start. Russell.
Yes. If you were sitting ever in a darkened wigwam in the north of America, i.e. if you were an American Indian sitting in a wigwam, and you wanted to bring light into that kind of encircling gloom, you could light the end of your Ulacan. Which is, in fact, a very oily, large fish found in, as you will not be surprised to hear, North American rivers. And the Indians took the fish out of the river and they dried it. But even when it was dried, it was so oily that you could light the end of it to darken your wigwam withal.
Right, Joanna Lumley.
It was possibly to the tinkling of an Ulacan that early Persian poets composed some of their better works. Loosely strung like a xylophone, these metal oblongs are linked together side by side, and when the wind blows through them, they produce a not unharmonious concatenation of sound.
Bong ding doing. Bong bong bing doing.
You see?
Ding dong.
Well, it was not any elegant. We got the statutory Persian in because, you know, you don't know where you are until that's been said. But anyway, it's a Kamchatkan wagon. It's an oily fish, and it's a Persian musical instrument without which no game of Call My Bluff is complete. Patrick.
Well, there's deep difficulty here, isn't there? Strung as loosely as a xylophone.
No, loosely strung, comma, like a xylophone.
She refuses to
But it
split
has
the
no
end of it.
strings on a xylophone, does it?
It's strung, though.
Strung.
The bits of wood have
Absolutely.
string
I think
going
They're all
through.
very highly strung. You see, that's what it is.
A burning fish. You dry a fish and light the other end of it.
What other end? I said the tail end of it.
Don't
Dry.
argue with him. Don't argue with him.
Just a moment.
Beyond it.
A little conference.
About a quarter of an hour.
Any member of the audience can whistle or play a tune. I want to be
it's just a
happy.
Well, we've got 2 hunches here. We've got 3 hunches pretty well.
All different.
All different hunches. I believe that it's this awful There's a charming thing about the Persian music.
Ah, yes, it was Joanna, wasn't it? You said that. Is it
Looking
true
far
or is
too
it a bluff?
smug.
Tell us now.
Yeah.
Oh, no, no Persian musical instrument is ever true on this programme until the odd occasion when it is. But who gave the true definition?
You'll never believe it.
The end of my fish.
It's true, it's true. It's an oily fish which is very good for setting fire to. 1-0, and we have ink or Inca. Patrick.
It's called inky.
Yes, yes, that's correct.
A Devonshire word. Before they built the jetties and the groins.
What?
A groin is a sea wall rather than. Yeah. Mm.
Like you have a mole on your groin.
Before they. Before they built these jetties and groins off the coast of Devon, they got inky up to their armpits. Seaweed, ton after ton of it.
Seaweed.
Seaweed.
Where did the
It's
groin
floating
come
vegetation, and they call it inky.
in? Well, where does the groin come in?
It keeps it off from the jetty.
I think it now... Oh,
You've
you're
got all
going
that
on.
down, have you?
Yes, yes. I think we should
wouldn't like
play
to say any
something
more?
else with the remaining time.
I think we ought to have Brian Forbes now.
Well, an inky was a medieval rude look, a dirty look,
Do it.
a basilisk grimace to sort of discomfort and wither someone. I mean, in later years it was perfected, even patented by Robin Day. But to go further back in time and to quote from Caxton's, what was it, Jason, he said, "Why, certes, madam, the inky of your eyne hath hurteth me unto death."
You've got everything medieval in there, absolutely everything. Yes, indeed.
To say.
Nanette, your go.
Well, ink is a bird's neck. I hasten a neck. Yes, I hasten to add that it's not a beautiful neck like Joanna's. You know, not that kind of bird's neck.
Yes, it is
but it
rather
is
nice.
in fact the neck of a feathered bird. And if you moved in circles with ornithologists, obviously you would know this description because they always refer to feathered birds' necks, whether it be a thrush or a dove or anything like that. They always refer to it as an ink.
Splendid. So, it is a bird's neck. It's a nasty look, and it's great wads of seaweed. Frank.
What do you think? Hang on. It mustn't be Paddy's. I mean, it might be, but it mustn't be. It shouldn't be. There's any justice in the world, which there isn't. Precious little of it. So we scrub Paddy. We're worried about the feathered birds, because all birds are feathered, aren't they?
Except when you eat them.
Ostriches aren't, are they, around their
No,
necks?
ostriches are
Aren't they
perhaps not
bald?
feathered.
Interesting discussion, however, Frank.
So I choose the bird's neck.
The bird neck. That was Nanette Newman who said it.
It was
Is she
a
going
flash
to
of
tell us?
inspiration. It
Well, she'll
wasn't
have to tell us.
Well, I'm
Rational.
sorry about
She's got
this,
it there somewhere.
Frank.
Bullseye! Bullseye! Don't worry, that ink or inky, no, ink, she said, just ink, is a bird, a hairy bird. But, no, neck of a bird, I should say. Spitcher is the next one, and Russell, it's your go.
Are they ready? Because he's got his pin.
No, you
still.
just have to start talking and then you get their attention.
Right. For two of you will know what this is because it's an old word you use in the First World War. You have no idea what it's about. But it's a word which was used by English seamen as a boasting word when they had clobbered a U-boat. It's a nautical verb meaning to sink, to spatcher. There was an exchange, a celebrated exchange once in the war, in which somebody said, "By golly, sir, we've spitchered a U-boat." And the man said, "Good show, number one." And the man who said that was called Commander Hugo Frampton, DSO, wasn't he?
Yes. Next.
Have I finished?
Yeah, I think you have. You have. Joanna, you start.
Spitcher
minutes
is
ago, really.
Spitcher is a verb to do with trousers and also to do with boots. It's an old rural expression, and it means to spitcher means to cut your trousers off below the knee, and to spritcher means also to cut your boots off above the ankle. Though, of course, why anybody should indulge in such sartorial sabotage, the OED doesn't explain, and the OED is the Oxford English Dictionary.
It's a farm labourer with sexy shins.
And it was the first bit of Mama Said Chire of the series. Nice to register it. Frank, your turn.
Spitcher is a verb and a noun to do the same thing, and it's a word used in the jargon of entomologists.
What are they, Frank?
Entomologists are bug hunters, bug fanciers. And to spitcher a bug or a butterfly or whatever, or larva, is to attach it to your cork display panel with a pin. To spitcher. And
Your cork
the
display
pin.
panel? You've got one.
He's never without it.
Patrick, I'm on. It's Frank's turn. If I may continue, and the pin which you spitch with is called a spitcher. As
Good.
a load of rubbish, isn't
It's to pin a butterfly, to cut off your boot or your trouser, should the fit be upon you, and it's to sink a submarine. Brian.
Difficult. You know, one faces these three absolutely beautiful and bland people, all of whom are incapable, obviously, of telling lies, and one wonders whether...
Is he blonde or bland?
Bland. Wonders whether one should opt for cutting off one's trousers below the knee or one's boots below the ankle, or to spitcher a butterfly, did you say, or a bug?
Butterfly, bug, anything you care to collect?
What you will.
What you will.
I'm only going on kind of hunches, because there is an extraordinary word also from the First World War called scrimshanking, which is just as odd as spitcher.
We've had that. Sure.
Carving on ivories.
Yeah, absolutely, Frank. Absolutely.
Don't go near it.
No.
I don't know it.
Why did you talk to your wife about it?
Yes, have a word. Nanette's rather good at this game.
Yes, I
think-
do nothing but see Frank in my bookshop, and he always tells nothing but the truth when he buys books from me and pays his account, so I'm going to opt for Frank spitchering his bugs into his cork waistcoat or whatever it is.
That's absolutely ice-cold logic for such a choice. Frank, true or bluff?
But it is a good bookshop.
No. Nothing of that sort. Who gave the true definition?
It is.
Low.
No.
It was.
It was.
Not again!
Yes.
You put me away from him.
And so it means to sink a submarine. By the way, it's scrimshank doesn't mean what you said. It's scrimshaw that means that, just to prevent everyone writing in. Anyway, there you are. Just occurred to me. Glamp is the next one, and it's Brian Forbes's go.
Well, it's what I am at the moment after that last result. I mean, a glamp is a Worcestershire sulk. It's a word local to Worcestershire, which I don't come from, but for the state of being in a moody silence, or being antisocially glum or morose. I mean, mostly it's used in the expressions you'd say, you're in a glamp, or you're in the glamps. I mean, I hope that all of you are currently in a glamp if you think I'm bluffing at the present moment.
Yes.
Brave,
That's like a
brave,
double
isn't it?
negative, isn't it, really? Nanette, your go.
Well, glamp is a verb which actually means to grope. It's a rather nicer way of saying to grope. For instance, I'm married to a very short-sighted man, and if in the cinema he lost his glasses, I might say, oh, my goodness, now he's going to glamp for his glasses. Or if you were in a bath, you might say, now, you know, you're going to glamp for the face cloth. Or perhaps more romantically, you might, in bed at night with your husband, say,
I say, steady, madam.
perhaps my husband is going to glamp for me. It is another word, I think a rather nicer
For me?
verb of saying to grope.
I'm short-sighted.
Yes. If it has to be said at all, I suppose it is. Patrick.
Well, what a joy it is, after all that, to come back to call my bluff with one of your favourite subjects, the diseases of sheep.
Welcome home, lad.
Glamp, of course, is an infection of the sheep's mouth. And these idiots get it from eating polluted or stagnant moss. That's glamp forever.
Yes, it had to happen. It's a disease of sheep. Ah, it's to grope for something, and it is to be sulky in Worcestershire. Russell.
Brian Forbes has had two words which both meant sulk, or inky was a sulk. Do an inky for me now, as I can tell. I mean, do a glamp for me.
Or do a glamp.
What's a glamp?
Well, it's a sort of, you know...
Don't look at your paper. Do a
No, I
glamp.
mean, I'm doing a glamp. I was doing it then. I mean,
He tried to
I
do
know it's
it.
a long time since I was an actor, but I am actually... I was trying to do a glamp. I was going to do one of, you know... Oh, well, one of those.
Right, well, I
Very silly, good
I
stuff.
don't believe it. And also, Nanette, who is normally so fluent and so clear and so concise, was flanneling like hell when she got to this thing about, I'm going to get my husband to glamp for me in bed. I mean, it's ridiculous. You wouldn't need to help him. He would do it by radar or antennae or whatever that may be. Therefore, and the relief on Patrick's face when he got back to his foot and mouth disease
Lovely to see you.
it was a joy to behold, and therefore I suspect that it's a sheep's mouth disease.
So you think that for once the sheep's disease is true? Now, let's see if it is. Patrick.
A faulty diagnosis.
Oh, no. No, that time it was just a trick, as it so often is. But who gave the true definition, I wonder?
Oh, Russell.
There
I
you
want
see.
you to believe me.
Well done, my darling. Great stuff. That's better.
No, to glamp means to grope for anything. And there, 3-1, we have sambucade, but it'll be pronounced, I don't know, a million ways. Joanna.
A sambucade is a crisp fritter or pancake, which a country housewife might make. Its ingredients are sugar, white of egg and butter. But what gives it that special yum-yum flavour, it says here, is chopped up elderflowers. The flowers of, not old flowers, not any old flowers, just chopped up elder flowers.
In advanced years.
And so we come to Frank Muir.
Thank you. Sambucade in ancient warfare was a barrage of unguided missiles, all flaming. There were lumps of old tow and lumps of pitch and things, and they were hurled by catapult or whatever into the fleet or into the opposing ranks or over the castle wall.
Whose toe?
It's a sort of,
T-O-W.
I can't understand a word. Just
it's the toe you set fire.
T-O-W.
oh, that one.
Not, you don't snatch it off, you know. Russell Hartley.
In question time at the House of Commons, you can hear a lot of Sambo cards bashing backwards and forwards because they're dishonest mental reservations frequently used by members of Parliament. And an historian by the name of Kettlewell, you will know him well, Kettlewell, wrote about this Samba carding that went back and forth like a ping-pong ball at question time. And he said most of the MPs did seem bent to take up such Samba card
That you went on.
as might ease them of all responsibility. Samba card.
Sambocard, right, or sambucade, pronounce it as you will, an incendiary missile, a kind of delicious pancake, and a sort of evasion, a way of evading. Nanette, your choice.
Well, I don't know that the fritter made with the elderflowers sounds terribly edible. Russell's thing with all the MPs, I don't know, that doesn't sound quite right to me. Frank, I'm gazing into your eyes, hoping that you will give me an honest look. I quite like the idea of toes and bits and pieces all being hurled over. It sounds so bizarre.
Brave feet.
I think. Can I have another go if I'm wrong, and I shall say that it's you, Frank?
It's you,
If not-
it's you. He said that it was an incendiary missile. True or bluff?
No, 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 no.
True one now. Here it comes.
Oh, it was.
It was indeed. It's an absolutely delicious pancake, and when she said it says here to cast doubt on the Oxford English Dictionary like that, I don't know.
Well, yum yum, you know.
Oh, yum yum.
Yum,
Yeah,
yum, that's
I
what I
see what you
said,
mean.
yum, yum.
Yes, or do I? 4-1. Crub we have next. Nanette.
Well, crub is a nearly extinct adverb, meaning unsuave, unaffable, rather nasty, something that's vaguely sort of unpleasant. I think a 17th century astrologer once said that if you were born under the sign of Capricorn, you shall be both crub and stubborn and have no skill or courtesy.
What about
Rather
that then?
unpleasant.
Yes. Straight to the point. Patrick, his go.
Went quiet.
Didn't it?
Take the bottom of the Sea of Newfoundland. Newfoundland. It's covered with rocks, as you know. These fishing boats, if you throw an anchor into a load of rock, you're going to lose the anchor. And so what do these sagacious Northumberland, Newfoundland fishermen do? But they tie a piece of rope around a crub. Bung the rope over the side with a rock on it. You can nestle in between the rocks. And you can pull it up when you want to leave. Simple matter.
What is it?
So what was the crab?
It's an anchor
Sort of, yes.
made of rock.
Rock anchor.
Yes.
A rock anchor, off Northumberland.
Have you got that? Not off Northumberland. Newfoundland, yeah. Where else? Brian.
Well, a crub, or croob, as it was sometimes called, is that from which one hangs or suspends things from a pack horse. It's a kind of hook or peg, you know, which is firmly attached to a trip of canvas and thrown over the animal's back, whereupon you can hang your hat, an umbrella, your reputation, or if you are suicidally minded, you could hang yourself from it.
All right, so it's a hook on a horse, just like he said. It's to be rather evil-tempered, and it's a sort of anchor. You wrap a rope around a piece of rock. Joanna Lumley, choose.
I think it's this crub from the astronaut. No, astrologer.
She never said it.
He's a bit like crab, which is cancer, wouldn't he? I don't know. Crub. It sounds like cruddy. It sounds nearly there. Don't like it. We don't like it. We think the hook on the saddle from which you can commit suicide is also a bit neat. It sounds like a crab, therefore it isn't. Therefore it's your Newfoundland rock.
That's what Patrick said, wasn't it? Patrick, is it true or bluff?
What a joy this can...
No, he made all that up. Who gave the true definition?
A coat hanger.
Who gave the truth?
You did.
It's a neat situation.
It's that hook on the horse's saddle, and you can hang your necessaries from it. Hucklow is the next one. Frank, to define it.
I suppose, if I was to make this very brief, I'd say a 15th, 16th century tin waistcoat. It's worn by sort of serving men and bottlers, not by the aristocracy, and it was for show rather than for wear. It's a thin metal kind of thingy.
Metal.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hence
okay.
tin waistcoat.
Russell.
A Huckler was an apprentice navvy, a very young lad who, the sort of young men who built high railroads in the West Pennines in the 1880s and 1890s, and they were kids and they got paid less than ordinary navvies, and they had all the dirty work to do, and they were the bottom of the picking order.
Picking order. Picking order.
I don't know why you're
Thank-
sneering, Frank.
How'd you got it out?
Thank
I was going to say.
Thank God you appreciate it.
I think it's very good, Russell.
Yeah, who comes next? Right, yes, Joanna. See what you can do.
While James I was persecuting Puritans, there was a stately dance going on at the palace, and the dance was the Huckler. I can't really show you the steps of the Huckler here. No, I can't. No, I won't be persuaded.
You and Frank do it.
But it's not unlike another dance which I think Patrick might know. Palace dance of the same time, which is called the Tom Bedlow. And the steps are quite like it, the Huckler's steps. James I.
James the First, even earlier.
He was so small he had to be carried downstairs at that time, hadn't you, Patrick? Shame on you, Joanna. It's an apprentice navvy, it seems. It's a tin waistcoat, and it's a stately Jacobean dance. Patrick.
I believe all this picking absolute drivel. I mean, if you've got to go to those lengths to say that the picking list, that's really scrapping around, isn't it?
Picking what?
No,
Picking order.
I'm working it.
Is that joke?
Picking order. A dance that's like a dance. It's when you said rather dyingly, it's a kind of thin thing. I think you were trying to throw me off the scent, and it's fairly powerful to me from here because it's that.
You're choosing what Frank said. He said
Yes,
it was a
that
tin
thin metal
waistcoat. True or
tin
bluff?
thing.
If we hurry, who knows? We may get another word. No. Whatever he was doing, Patrick, he succeeded. Anyway, who gave the true definition as quick as you like?
It was me.
It was Joanna. Stately dance. Not so stately now, you'll have to move rather swiftly. Croquet is the next one, Patrick.
It's rather complicated. It's a part of inside of a huge clock. Little Y-shaped thing like that. And the shaft of the rod goes into it. And as the pendulum
I think we ought
backwards
to
and
hurry.
forwards, this moves the escapement of the clock's mechanism.
Well, that's it. Brian,
Well, as
swiftly as you can.
Yes, well, as they probably guessed, a croquet is the name given by Aberdonians to the wading bird more commonly known as the oyster catcher.
That'll do us, that'll do us.
Oh,
Nanette.
no.
No, we haven't the time, I fear. Nanette.
It was a word that was in vogue 300 years ago, and it meant to be perverse or contrary or against something.
Right, sort of wayward.
Yes.
Part of a clock, I think he was doing, sort of part of a clock, and an oyster catcher. Frank.
I don't know. It's a quick.
Oyster catcher.
Oh, who said that? That was Brian. True or bluff?
Curse you, croquets!
So, no doubt whatever about it, as we come to the end and score standing at 6-2, Frank Muir has won. And I dare say that'll put a sharp edge on Patrick and co for the next round, but I think a round of applause for them. Next time we shall have some more walking wounded from the Oxford English Dictionary. Until then, goodbye from Russell Harty,
Bye.
Brian Forbes, Joanna Lumley, Nanette Newman, Frank Muir, Patrick Campbell, and goodbye.